Hello everyone, my name is Cameron. Welcome to the WWE Stomping Grounds 2019 review. I'm sorry it's coming out on Wednesday rather than Monday or Tuesday like I normally try to do it. I slept I had a lot of errands to run yesterday. Monday I wasn't feeling very well, but yesterday I ran a bunch of errands. I was out of my house basically all day. By the time I finally did get home, it was like noon or 1 or 2, somewhere around there. I watched some YouTube and I was out. I was so tired yesterday by the time. It was really hot, so it wasn't a pleasant experience walking around all day. So, but yeah, so here we are finally for it. So starting with the first match, the Cruiserweight Championship Triple Threat match, Tony Nese versus Drew Gulak versus Akira Tozawa. Me and Jesse both predicted Nese, even though he's trying to say he predicted Gulak, even though I'm pretty sure he said Nese. Gulak takes down Nese, then Tozawa. Nese and Tozawa start going at it. Nese is in control, and then a German suplex in on Tozawa and Gulak at the same time. Super kick to Gulak, suicide dive hits Nese, diving senton off the apron into Gulak. Missile drop kick to Nese. Gulak breaks it up. Gulak gets sent outside. Tozawa sets Nese up. Caught with an uppercut, big knee to the gut. Another, Gulak breaks up again. Gulak starts taking control. Suplexes Tozawa onto Nese. Octopus stretch in on Gulak by Tozawa. Nese breaks it up, throws Tozawa into Gulak. Big clothesline by Gulak. The Gulak gets in. Senton by Tozawa breaks it up. Tozawa in control. Nese taking it to Gulak. Springboard moonsault by Nese. Tozawa breaks it up. Super Suplex by Gulak over Nese. Nese misses the 450. Weird pile driver sort of thing. I don't really know how to describe that. Tozawa with a Shining Wizard to break it up. Tozawa taking down Gulak. Sent out by Nese. Running Nese to Gulak. Roll up by Tozawa for a 2 count. A roll up into a buckle bomb by Nese. Another kick out by Tozawa after German suplex on Gulak into the turnbuckle. Running Nese missed. Nese gets sent out. Torture Rack neckbreaker. 10 out of 10. 0-1 on predictions for both me and Jesse. Great start to the pay-per-view. Gulak won the match. So we have a new Cruiserweight champion. Match number 2, the Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Predicted was Becky Lynch for both me and Jesse. Becky in control right off the bat. She catches her leg on a kick and spins Lacey around before slamming her down face first. Lacey in, disarm her, is almost in. It was like basically an armbar about to switch into the disarm her. Lacey gets the rope. Becky takes the sweat rag of Lacey and shoves it into her mouth. Leg drop from the second rope missed by Becky. If you want to, for clarification, Lacey wiped her sweat and then threw it into Becky's face, and then Becky shoved it into her mouth. Leg drop from the second rope missed by Becky. Elbow drop by Lacey to the knees. Roll up for a 2 count. Disarmer gets locked in. Lacey immediately taps. 1-1 on predictions for both me and Jesse. 10 out of 10. Match number 3, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus The New Day. Predicted The New Day for both. Super kick party by Owens, 1 to Big E, 2 to Woods, senton from up top, Blue Thunder Bomb by Zayn for a 2 count. Don't you know that move never gets the 3 counts, Sammy? Come on. Frog Splash to Woods, another kick out, stomps in the corner by Kevin, Cannonball to Woods, senton to Woods. Zayn starts attacking Woods in the corner. A lot of this match was Xavier Woods getting his ass kicked. Like, I'm not even joking. It was like about 90% of the match. Oh, excuse me. Zayn takes down E, back suplex to take down Zayn. Senton, but it misses as Woods rolls away. Sends KO face first to the mat. E and Zayn in, belly to bellies, takes down KO, big elbow, splash for a 2 count. Tornado DDT gets reversed, Uranagi to Sami Zayn. Woods gets tagged in, slams E down onto Sami. Leg drop, Owens breaks it up, E throws him out. Woods caught with a boot and gets to Owens. Wow, I almost said hell of a kick. Haluva kick, pop-up powerbomb, E breaks it up. Super kick to E, rolling elbow, everyone is down. Big E spears Zayn through the ropes. Owens takes down Woods on top. Stunner, what a sell by Xavier Woods. KO and Sami Zayn win, 10 out of 10, 1-2 on predictions for both. That was a good match regardless. This was actually a surprisingly great pay-per-view. Every match delivered for a pay-per-view that I wasn't very excited for. Match number 4, United States Championship match, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. Predicted Joe for both. Back and forth strikes, Ricochet taking control over Joe. Joe in control outside, throws Ricochet into the stairs. Uranagi taking down Ricochet. 2 count, lots more near falls and hard hits by Joe, keeping control in the match. Ricochet starting to gain some momentum, sit out powerbomb, pulling Ricochet off the ropes. Backflip off of Joe, Enziguri, a second, Hurricane Rana, springboard clothesline, suicide dive takes down Joe. Springboard missile dropkick, springboard moonsault for a 2 count. Joe gets up before the 630. Ricochet avoids him from taking him down. Power slam, back and forth chops, German suplex, big clothesline. 2 count, arm triangle fought off, back flip off of Joe with too much momentum, lands hard. It was not fun to see. Coquina clutch locked in. Ricochet gets the rope and goes over it, hanging Joe up. So this was kind of like still when he was standing, and he like kind of just vaulted over the rope and then hit him with like kind of the stunner on the ropes where he like bounces his head and neck off of the ropes. 630 avoided again. Clothesline gets reversed. Codebreaker, 630. Ricochet wins. 10 out of 10. 1-3 on predictions. Fantastic match. This is probably one of my favorite matches of the night. It didn't get over a 10 rating. I think one match. I think the main event got over a 10 rating, but that's it. But this was still a great match in the long run of things. The match did fantastic. Ricochet winning was awesome. And just, yeah, I loved it. Match number 5, SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match, Rowan and Daniel Bryan versus Heavy Machinery. Predicted Heavy Machinery for both Jesse and myself. Kicks to Otis from Daniel. Otis throws him down, overpowering him. More kicks to Otis. Heavy Machinery are in control. Rowan gets tagged in, crossbody. Rowan and Bryan in control, taking it to Tucker. Rowan to the post. Otis and Bryan in. Otis slams Bryan down. Otis gets set into the middle turnbuckle. Corner drop kick, sit out powerbomb, 2 count. Vader bomb gets avoided. Yes kicks. Otis is dancing out of them. They're dancing out after them. Standing yes kicks. Exploder suplex the Caterpillar. Catapult into a power slam. Rowan breaks it up. Big rights from Tucker slams Daniel down. Moonsault, legs connect barely. Otis and Rowan in. Shoulder tackles and such between the big men. Power slam after catching Rowan. Daniel is legal though. The compactor stopped. Suicide dive caught by Tucker. Diving crossbody to Rowan. Small package. Bryan and Rowan retain 9.5 out of 10. 1-4 on predictions for both. I believe this is one of the only matches that actually got beneath a 10 rating during the pay-per-view. And the reason being is because of the finish. I don't like roll-ups, man. Like, the match itself was good, and that's what I actually brought it up to a 9.5. Typically, if it's like a roll-up to finish a match, it's like a 7, unless it kind of makes sense from like a storytelling perspective. But this just didn't make sense. Like, you have these two mega heels in Daniel Bryan and Rowan who are telling Heavy Machinery they're not good enough for them. And I get that the storytelling is that they realize they need to get this. But it's like they realize, oh yeah, I think what would have been better is having Heavy Machinery win or having Daniel and Rowan retain via disqualification rather than a roll-up, because it kind of just makes them look like they need to take a cheap... I mean, either way, it's going to be a cheap way out. However, I think the roll-up kind of diminishes Heavy Machinery just a little bit because it's like... I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's the reason it got a lower rating than a 10 is because, personally, I just didn't like the roll-up. However, everything else was very good. The match itself was very good, and it had to give it a high rating still. Match number 6, the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is Jesse's prediction. Bayley was mine. Bayley very aggressive shoulder tackles to her in the corner. Alexa attacking Bayley on the rope. Yeah, Bayley went off very aggressive at the start of this match, but then it didn't last. Alexa in control still, slaps her hard. Clothesline by Bayley out of the corner for a 2 count. Rolling elbow drop, big right by Alexa, hung up in the ropes by Bayley. Bayley dragged into the steel post, shoulder first. Alexa continuing to attack that shoulder. Clothesline is caught. Alexa counters really weirdly. Belly to back suplex, sunset flip powerbomb into the turnbuckle. Suicide dive, accidentally hitting Nikki because Nikki pushed Bliss out of the way. Taking it to Bliss, sunset flip powerbomb to Bayley outside. Twisted Bliss to the knees, Bayley to belly. Bayley wins. I'm now 2-4 on predictions. Jesse is 1-5 on predictions. 10 out of 10 match. I should mention, the reason Bayley was able to avoid the Twisted Bliss, the reason she was able to get the knees up is because Nikki kind of came in to interfere, and she did actually touch Bayley, but there was no bell called. I don't think she was supposed to actually get to her. I think the ref was supposed to stop her beforehand. But, it was hilarious that Nikki came in, and that's what cost Alexa the match, basically, is Nikki came in, she went to kind of attack Bayley, and she did touch her, but there was no bell called because it wasn't supposed to happen, I'm guessing, and then Alexa went for the Twisted Bliss to the knees, Bayley to belly was hit, and then the 3 count. So basically, the reason Alexa lost, the reason I won is because of Nikki Cross. That's the reason I won on predictions. I was very happy with that. Backstage, AJ and the club interrupt Ricochet's photo shoot for his championship, trying to get him to do 2 sweets. Well, technically, Gallows and Anderson interrupted, and then AJ joined in, and they said, I'll see you tomorrow night, champ. So it's seeming like they're setting up for a United States Championship feud between AJ and Ricochet, which I'm all for. And there was actually a match on Raw between the two of them. I don't know how it ended because I've yet to watch it. I haven't watched Raw and SmackDown yet. I'm supposed to be watching them tonight, so yeah. Match number 7, men's singles match. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Predicted was Reigns for both myself and Jesse. Roman in control from the start. Suicide dive. Shane running from Roman. Drew takes him down. Drew in control. Shane attacking Roman as the ref is turned away. Jesus. I'm really like having to burp today. Suplex by Roman, shifting the momentum. Back and forth strikes. Roman taken down with a clothesline for a 2 count. Samoan drop. He's now in control, getting his momentum up. Roman, I should say. Not just he, playing the pronoun game over here. Corner clothesline, Superman punch to Shane. A second, drive-by dropkick missed. Reigns slammed onto the table. Big slam for a 2 count. Superplex avoided by Reigns. Headbutt to Drew. Superplex by Drew. Not why Drew. That shit said bye. There we go. Fucking stupid computer. For a 2 count, set up for the Claymore, avoided, backslide, Glasgow kiss, caught with a Superman punch off the top rope for a 2 count. Set up for the spear, but it gets caught by McIntyre. Glasgow kiss, spear, Shane drags the ref out. Shane sets Roman up for a coast to coast, hits it, drags him in the middle for a cover. 2 count, Claymore gets set up, Superman punch, throws Shane out, spear, Reigns wins. 3 and 4 for me, 2 and 5 for Jesse, 10 out of 10. It was a very good match. Shane getting involved was very funny, especially watching Shane get his ass fucking handed to him. Yeah, I don't like the fact that Drew McIntyre is still aligned with Shane McMahon. It's funny though, because at Crown Jewel, when Shane won the Best in the World trophy, it was against Dolph Ziggler, who at the time was teaming up with Drew McIntyre. And now, getting close to a year later, pretty close to a year later, about 4 months out from a year later, somewhere around there, Drew McIntyre is now teamed up with the person who won that tournament, Shane McMahon. And a lot of people who are giving shit to Dolph Ziggler, he would be in a much better place right now had he not lost that match to Shane McMahon. I'm sorry for Dolph Ziggler. I feel so bad for him. He should be, I mean, he is in a prominent title feud right now, but he should have been in a prominent, he should be the guy who's being rumored as the next guy to beat Kofi, not Shane fucking McMahon. Match number 8, WWE Championship Steel Cage match, and this match is going to prove that. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Predicted Kingston for both myself and Jesse. We think if he is going to win it, it's not going to be here. Kind of think, because there's rumors, what the setup for Extreme Rules is right now is that it's supposed to be Kevin, Kofi, and Dolph for the championship. Again, that's rumored. Card subject to change. But if we think he's going to win at all, it's going to be there. Big dropkick, asks for the cage to be open. Kofi rolls him up for a 1 count. Kofi catches himself on the cage and starts to climb. Dolph taking it to him. Momentum shifting back and forth a lot. Big elbow by Kofi. Slaps Kofi's face. Kofi throwing Dolph. Come on. Kofi throwing Dolph into the cage over and over. Famouser gets reversed. Dolph slammed hard into the cage, face first to the support structure. Yeah, it wasn't like this, the mesh. It was the support, the actual like little metal beam in the middle. Kofi climbing up. Dolph starts pulling him down. Fighting on the side of the cage. Dolph falls off of the side. Springboard crossbody for a 2 count. More fighting up top. Kofi goes down. Dolph starts to climb again. Dolph is stuck. Both men collapse down onto the ring. SOS for a 2 count. Trouble in Paradise gets avoided. Dolph trips him up and attacks the right leg. Kofi gets to the rope, but it's a cage match. He got him in a knee bar. What a knee bar, bro. What a knee bar. Sorry. Still in the leg lock. Kofi's climbing. Super kick. Door busted open. Kofi nearly fell through. Kofi using the stairs to keep him where he is. It was funny. Like, he got thrown through it, and Dolph literally almost lost himself the match by throwing Kofi through the door, but he grabbed him just in time. Kofi was trying to drag himself over there. It was a really good moment. Again, this match was probably one of my favorite. This and the next match, or this match and the Ricochet Mojo. There's a few matches on here that are probably my favorite of the night, but this is probably one of them, definitely. Kofi dragged back in, rolls and sends Dolph flying. Ankle lock. Kofi reverses it to his own ankle lock. Dolph fights out for hits a zigzag for a 2 count. Super kick gets reversed oddly into a ground lockup. Dolph trying to crawl out backwards, drags him back in. Ziggler reverses the suplex and tries to crawl out. Kofi gets him and begins to drag him back in. Dolph crawling out the door. Kofi fucking dives through the middle and the top rope, through those, over Dolph, and out onto the floor and wins the fucking match. 4 and 4 on predictions for me. 3 and 5 for Jesse. 15 out of 10. It was probably my favorite match of the night. For good reason. It was wonderful. And finally, on to the main event, the Universal Championship match. We have Seth Rollins, my boy, versus Baron Corbin. Predicted was Rollins for both. And the special guest referee is Lacey Evans. I'm going to say this right now. Until the end of the match, I did not in any way enjoy this match. Okay, this is the lowest rated match of the night for good reason. I think the match before this should have been the main event. I think the steel cage match should have been the main event. I did not enjoy this match up until the end. The end was nice. Everything before that can go fuck itself. Corbin attacks him with a chair. Bell finally rings. Corbin tries for a quick win. Seth getting more momentum, but not enough. The fans are not happy about this match, like, at all. They're booing. They're saying bullshit, boring. All the normal chants they say when they're pissed off about a decision. Blockbuster suicide dive, springboard knee strike, super kick, slow count, big shock. Oh, that dumb cunt. Rollins caught with a big right and sent down onto the apron. Hung up on the ropes. Corbin powerbomb through the announce table. Lacey counting extra fucking slow. Tells Mike Rome that the match now has no countouts. Wow. Just like Corbin. She must have went to the Baron Corbin school of fixing matches. Corbin rolls out away from the curb stomp. Caught on the suicide dive. Goes for a second after slamming him down. Caught and slammed down. Choke slam. Fast 2 count. Very fast count. I should mention, when she called for Mike Rome, it was at an 8 count. So Corbin was literally about to be counted out, and she's like, yeah, there's no countouts. Rollins on the rope. Corbin sent into the turnbuckle, caught on the rope. Super kick, frog splash, cover for another slow count. Stops before 3 and feigns an injury. She feigns like she got hurt. Big shock. This is bullshit. I agree with the fans. Chair shot from Baron. Wow, no DQ. Big fucking shock. He hit him multiple times, too. He hit Seth multiple times before she finally kind of looked over at it, talked to him, and then went over, told Mike Rome, no DQ. Of course. Oh, this is some of the dumbest fucking shit in the fucking world. For fuck's sake, man. Like, seriously, this match pissed me off. Falcon Arrow onto the chair, basically a 12 count, and she didn't fucking count at all. Not joking. Cole was counting at ringside. Nothing. Lacey slaps Seth. I'm pretty sure we're about to have Becky come out, and it's kind of what I realized, okay, this is where I started to enjoy the match. Slaps him again, then kicks him, hits him with a low blow. End of days, bye, Corbin. And before Lacey can even start counting, there comes Becky, and she starts attacking that fucking plank. Other officials, after Becky attacks her for about a good 15 minutes, get her off of her, I should have said. End of days, reversed curb stomp. John Cone counts it, the same ref who counted at Super Showdown, who cost Baron Corbin the match. Seth retains. 5 and 4 in predictions for me, 4 and 5 for Jesse, 8.5 out of 10. Seth and Becky celebrate together. Those two cinnamon rolls are honestly just adorable. But I don't know if you guys knew or not, they're a couple. She slapped his ass in the middle of the ring. I was like, oh my god, she slapped his ass. It was hilarious. And then she held the rope open for him. It was a very funny moment. It's a very okay end to the pay-per-view. Again, the rest of the pay-per-view for me was really good, and then that match just... In total, I give the pay-per-view about an 8, because that match kind of disappointed me from the start. It did end up very nice, and it ended very well. However, the start of the match really pissed me off, and it still sits sour with me, because it's like, I would have enjoyed somebody else as a special guest referee, somebody who would make more sense. But, yeah. Seth won, Becky won, Bayley won, Heavy Machinery sadly lost, Daniel Bryan and Rowan won, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn surprisingly won, Drew Gulak won, Ricochet won, which I don't think anyone was really expecting, and Kofi retained. It was a very good pay-per-view. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Stay golden. Peace.